Welcome back, guys. Guess what? The gym challenge is over and we have our champion. There he is. Congratulations. And we'll hope that a lot of people join for the next iteration of the gym challenge series. As for today, we have a NU battle with my boy Snacks. You know, me and Snacks battle all the time. And today I have a nice little team: Edge Gloss, Scarf Goldherk, Spadef Camarath, Heatmore, Sil Valley, and Soul Rock. As you can see, Snacks has Berserker, Clefairy, Basculin, Rapidash, Wheezing, and Flapple. Flapple is such a threat that Dragon Dance, Sucker Punch combination with Hustle, and Snacks always brings a wide lens, so he really misses his moves. That has run through my teams many times. And he also has another fire set on his team, which is that Berserker. It's actually a Troy Specs Berserker, and I had no idea. Troy Specs, Steely Spirit with Steel Beam. I can tell you for sure that thing hits like a truck. But here we are today, and let's jump straight into the battle. Oh, my boy Snacks, he brings the fire every time. So as you can see, as the battle begins, I led off with Sil Valley as he comes out with his Berserker, Mr. One. Shiny Berserker looks actually very nice. So here he comes, and I decide to go for the parting shot, thinking, okay, he's probably physical. At the time I did not know it was the special set. So I went for the parting shot thinking I could get in my Soul Rock and probably set up like Stealth Rocks, maybe burn it with Will-O-Wisp, because I actually have recovery and everything on this Soul Rock set. It's actually physically defensive, so I'm thinking after that I'll be able to survive. But here he comes and blows the pants right off Soul Rock with a Steel Beam, and we all know Soul Rock had no chance of living that. So first turn and it's already 6-5, and I'm already scratching my head. So I decide to come in with my Heatmore now and go straight for the Fire Lash. No, I think I actually went for Stomping Tantrum because I was thinking he would probably switch to his Rapidash and get the Flash Fire boost. So I come in and I go for Stomping Tantrum actually, and he withdraws and switches in his Clefairy, who's going to take that quite well. It's probably easier like Clefairy. So I go for the Stomping Tantrum. It does maybe about 25%. And then here I'm going to go for the Fire Lash. I was thinking to go for the knockoff, but I said let me just go for the Fire Lash and get a defense drop right off the bat. He goes for his own knockoff and takes off my Muscle Band. Now I decide, okay, he's probably going to switch, not wanting to sack his Clefairy so quickly. So I decide to go for the knockoff to catch whatever is incoming. And he brings in his Wheezing, who's going to take that quite well. Yeah, I'm thinking about switching, but I ended up deciding just to stay in and go for the Fire Lash, just to get a little chip damage, because Wheezing has no reliable recovery, and as you can see it already has no Black Sludge because I already knocked it off. So here I go for the Fire Lash as he goes for the Sludge Bomb, I think, and it's going to do way more than I expected. Look at that damage. That's easily maybe 40%, 40-45. So now I decide, okay, let's get out of here. Looking at his team, and I decide to go into my camera on this Wheezing. So in will come my Camarath as he decides to go for another Sludge Bomb, and we'll see how much this does. Shiny Camarath, I actually like the color. So here he goes for the Sludge Bomb, doing a nice chip of damage. I'm expecting him to switch here, so I decide to go for the Icy Wind to slow down whatever he decides to bring in, but he actually stays in and takes a little bit of chip minus that speed, and he goes for the taunt. I'm thinking, okay, should I surf now? But I decided no, let's just go for the icy wind again, because he's probably definitely going to switch now. So he switches out into Mr. One, who's gonna come in and have that icy wind to the face. Hardly does any damage, but he's already slow, so I can just finish him off with a surf. So here my Kami goes for the surf, and that's it for Mr. One. After his nice, well, epic turn one showing, he's already out of the game. But I'm telling you, that set puts in work. It's Steely Spirit, Choice Spec, Steel Beam. I can't remember his other moves. I'll have to get back to you guys with that one. So here we come. I'm thinking he might predict a switch, so I decide to stay in. But he actually has Wild Charge and just goes and Wild Charges me to the face. I'm like, damn, I actually forgot that Rapidash gets Wild Charge, because mine doesn't have it. And I probably should go and put Wild Charge on my Rapidash after seeing that. So I come in with my Choice Scarf Golurk, and I'm like, okay, he's -1 defense. I'm gonna go straight for the Poltergeist and probably knock this thing out. But Snacks is already one step ahead of me, as you will see. So he switches out into his Weezing, which has no item because I already knocked it off. So my Poltergeist fails, and that catches me completely off guard. So now I have to switch out, and my best choice here is to go into Edge Gloss just to take a hit and get back out, because I know he knows this Edge Gloss cannot do him anything, and the first thing he's going to do from the time this comes into battle, he's going to switch right out into his Flapple. So I decide to double switch, and I bring in my Silvally, baby Arceus. And as you can see, he withdraws as well, and he comes straight in with his Flapple as I predicted. So with Silvally on the field now, I'm going to go straight for the Hyper Voice. Not wasting any time this time around. Go straight for the Hyper Voice with Throat Spray. So the next time, that'll be at +1, and probably do some damage to his team. So we go for the Hyper Voice. Sets off my Throat Spray as he goes for the U-turn. I can't remember what he brings in now, but we'll see. Oh yes, he brings in his Basculin. So in comes his Basculin. I'm thinking, okay, I normally run mine Choice Banded, so I'm thinking, okay, I may be able to live an Adaptability Aqua Jet, so I'm gonna stay in and go for another Hyper Voice. Snacks here is probably thinking he will scare me out with the Waterfall into my Edge Gloss, but I actually stay in as he goes for the Crunch, also revealing that his Choice Scarf and the Hyper Voice takes him out in one go. So now it's actually about 4-4. Let's see. Yes, it's 4-4 now. And in comes Flapple again. I know Flapple has Sucker Punch, and he catches me with that a lot. So this time around, instead of attacking, I'm going to go for the Parting Shot and get out of here, as he goes for the Sucker Punch, as I predicted. But luckily I went for the Parting Shot, and I'll get out of here unscathed. So in comes my heat more. He probably doesn't have a dragon move. Probably dragon dance, U-turn, grab apple. Can't remember his last move is. Goes to the U-turn. I do not have sucker punch on my heat more, so I go straight for what is this? Yes, I go straight for knockoff again. As he brings back in his wheezing. I should have went for the fire lash. Definitely should have went for the fire lash. But in comes wheezing again, and I'll just go fire lash this turn and get a bit of chip damage and work it down. But as his wheezing also takes me out with a sludge bomb. So now in I bring back my baby RCS, my Silvally. And it's time to put some more work in. Hyper Voice will definitely get rid of this, so I go straight for my Hyper Voice, as he has nothing to switch in to take a hit, so you will have to leave wheezing in to die. So there we go, Hyper Voice to the face, and down goes wheezing, and the score is now 3-3. Out comes Flapple again, and this time I know he's probably thinking, okay, I'm going to parting shot again to get away from his sucker punch, but I go straight for the Hyper Voice and get rid of the Flapple right away. Mind games, man, mind games. Because he's probably thinking, okay, he could have went for Dragon Dance there and got the +1 speed, but I went straight for the Hyper Voice and got rid of it. So in comes his Rapidash again, and I'm just going to stay in and sack my Silvally to this Flare Blitz, which I take straight to the face, and down goes baby RCS. But he put in a bunch of work, so can't complain. And here comes Golurk for the cleanup. Tri-Scarf Golurk outspeeds the rest of his team, and I shall take out the Rapidash with the Earthquake, and also take out his last mon, which is Clefairy, who's low, and that'll be taken out easily as well with a Earthquake. So as we can see, it's a bit of mind games there. The Hyper Voice on the Flapple, where he probably went for Dragon Dance, was a play, because I know he has the sucker punch. But my boy always comes with the heat, so good game, my friend. So that was a good one when we battle. Also, I have an idea for a new series, actually given to me by Snacks. It's called Set Spotlight, and we'll get back to you with more on that in future videos.